Get ready for the show, it's about to begin. Pro fan talk when we dive right in. Sports talk, hot takes, ain't nothing we lack. We the real fans, nothing holding us back. Mic check, 1, 2, y'all know the drill. We bringing the energy, we keep it real. Touchdowns on the air, on the slam dunks on the court. Every sport, every game, we hold it down the fort. We breaking down the plays, dissecting the stats. Pro fan talk, we keeping it fat. Debating with passion, no filter, no doubt. We the voice of the fans, we scream and we shout.
What's going on, y'all? Hold on for a sec. I got something going on with this interface that it won't let me. There we go. I don't know what's going on. It won't let me scroll up and down for my choices in video. What's going on, man? What's going on, 3K? What's going on, AJ Jones? Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah. Excited to get on, man. Just wanted to talk a little bit. Real excited going to the game tomorrow. It's our Alumni Day. Get to catch up with a lot of guys that I played with. A lot of the older guys. We had a meet and greet tonight at Chicken and Pete's in South Philly. It wasn't too many of us there, but it'll be a lot more people there tomorrow. And then you can really sit down, relax, chop it up, catch up with people, exchange phone numbers, schedule people to be on your podcast. Fun fact, I already got Ike Reese. He's going to come on. I got to give him a call. We got to schedule a time. Hopefully I can get him on before the season starts. But we got some others, man. I might have a bead. I don't want to curse it. Might have a bead on RC, on the great Randall Cunningham. But I'm efforting. Nothing remotely even close to concrete. But I'm efforting to get RC on the mic. So we'll see what happens. See if I can pull some strings, talk to some people, see if I can make that happen. I am efforting to get Mark McMillan back on. I want to get Seth Joyner on here. We still got to work on our, with D Gun and Tone and some of the guys that I used to, they used to help me out. Barrett Brooks, Rob Ellis and Tone. When they got me on Jacob Media for a couple times for some guest shots, so that was cool. Yeah, AJ, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. I'm gonna pull some strings. I had my guy hit me up while we was at our thing tonight. He was like, "Hey, I talked to RC the other day." He was like, "I can give you his number." So, and I'm particular about that, man, because I wouldn't want anybody giving somebody my number if I didn't tell them to. You know what I'm saying? That can be weird. So I'm very, very careful about that, and how you approach people, because I'm not. Yes, me and RC played together. Yes, he hosted me as a rookie. He hosted me for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I spent time with him during the holidays and Felicity. So I'm very familiar with RC. However, I haven't talked to Randall Cunningham since 1994 when I was released. So would he remember me? Most likely. And then, we could, through a quick conversation, we could probably catch up. But still, that's, I tread lightly with that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I say all that to say I am efforting to get Randall on the show. So we'll see what happens, man. But Randall was a good dude. Loved him. He was one of my favorite vets. I always tell the story. When I made the team, when I actually made the team and came in on the last cut day, and me and Vaughn Hebron walked in the locker room together, and we might as well have walked in back to back, because he was guarding the front, I was guarding the rear, and like we was hoping that nobody wasn't gonna come around and tap us on the shoulder, talk about, come on up to the office and bring your playbook. Like you was just nervous, even when because we had heard stories that people they make the final cut, and then the day after they still get cut, or somebody makes a trade, or so anything like that can happen. So the stress was real high, real high. And then we kind of snuck up in there looking around, see your name up on the locker, and we kind of look at each other like we made it. Like, did we made it? Dapped each other up, gave each other a hug. Some of the other players, kind of dapped us up and realized, we made the squad. And then my first paycheck rolled over to the bank. We had a bank. This was, how long ago was this, man? Any of you guys that live in Philly, Mellon Bank was our bank. Mellon Bank. There was one. It was it was damn near next door to Delilah's down there in South Philly. And we would always go over there to deposit or cash the checks. So I'm getting my first check and I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? And then I kind of caught a glimpse of Randall's check. And I was like, oh my God. Now, mind you, this was 1993, and I believe Randall had a check. His weekly check was like 73 or something like that, 73K. And I was like, man, must be nice. Must be nice. But in any case, Randall was my guy. Appreciate him. And so, yeah, we are efforting. But tomorrow is the alumni game. Tomorrow we get to catch up with each other. Tomorrow I'll get to walk on the field, wave. I'll get the golf clap. I don't know. They probably won't announce us individually. They used to do that in the past. They don't do that anymore. They announce us as groups. Here's the running backs from the 90s and all of that type of stuff. So they got to make it quick because it's halftime. So, and I'm good with that, man. I just have fun. We wave. We sign a couple autographs from people on the sides, stuff like that. Get to see both teams warm up. I get to see my Bengals. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. So I grew up on the Bengals. I grew up doing the Icky Shuffle and, but the Icky Shuffle happened, at the end of my high school career, going into college. So for me, it was Chris Collinsworth and Boomer Esiason, and hell, even Kenny Anderson. Kenny Anderson went to the Super Bowl and ended up losing to Joe Montana. So we should have won that one too. Freaking Joe Montana. Joe Montana was bad. He was a bad man. So we couldn't hold the lead. We almost had him. We almost had him. So, but yeah, man. Carlos, you say you know exactly where Delilah's. I don't know what's over there now, man. Mellon Banks got bought out, and then I don't know what happened. But we used to go over there. There used to be a Kentucky Fried Chicken back there, and that's where all of the rookies. That's where all of the rookies used to go. That's where we would go because most of the vets, everybody wanted chicken when we on the away trips. Everybody wanted Kentucky Fried Chicken, so we would hit there for Kentucky Fried Chicken. And if you remember, I don't know how many of y'all can go back that deep, go back that far. That was the time Kentucky Fried Chicken was serving the rotisserie chicken. And man, I'm telling you, I don't ever understand why they stopped doing it. But that Kentucky Fried Chicken rotisserie was crack. Man, that was good. Every time I went to KF, we was eating there 2 and 3 times a week. And every time I would go in there, I would come out with like 2 or 3 chickens. I would come out with at least 2 because I could eat 2 by myself. That's how good it was. And I mean, mind you, at the time, I'm 22, 23 years old. I'm 8% body fat. I'm lifting, I'm, doing all I was in prime shape. So I was eating like crazy, man. Yeah, man. KFC had rotisserie chickens and they were fire. I can't even express to you how good the damn thing was. I'm telling you, it was like crack. I don't know why they stopped selling it. I don't know if they bought Boston chicken, but it didn't taste. Boston chicken was around too, but it didn't taste like Boston chicken. KFC had their own thing to it. It was so good. It was so good. And that's what all the vets wanted too. So we would come out and we show up on the planes, and what they did was all of the rookies you had to handle your position. So we had the running backs. So it was me and Vaughn. We would split the bill, and it was we had James Joseph, we had Heath Sherman, and Herschel Walker, and we was lucky because we was a small group. You know what I mean? It was a small group. It was three other running backs and me and Vaughn. That was it. So Tony Brooks didn't travel much, and Saran Stacy ended up getting cut. So it was just us. Herschel didn't eat that stuff. He didn't eat any fast foods, as far as I can remember. So it would be Heath Sherman and James Joseph. And JJ was cool, and Wolfie was cool. So they always treated us, they treated the Rooks pretty good. So we would take care of them. But yeah, man, that KFC rotisserie was the food of choice, man. Food of choice. I just went down when I went down there tonight. There used to be there's a sub place right when you get off the highway to get on Broad Street. Let me say I was going to Chicken and Pete. So you get on Broad Street, you make that left. There's a little sub shack. There used to be like this cheesesteak place right there, but they used to make these breakfast cheesesteaks. They used to make these breakfast, and then you would like just order like a regular sandwich, except you would just whatever breakfast meat that you want, eggs and sausage or Italian sausage or breakfast sauce. Oh man, it was so good. It was so good. So that was the other place we used to go a lot, man. Um, so yeah, man, it was fun. Brought back memories, man. It was fun being down there, fun chopping it up, man. So looking forward to tomorrow, man. Can't wait. Looking forward to having some fun. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow. All right. I'm going to try to stream. Now it'll be a little bit different because I got my setup going. I bought a new gimbal. And this new gimbal I bought the Insta Pro Insta 362, I think it is, and it has the external AI tracker. So what I can do is while I'm broadcasting, while I'm filming, it'll track me, and I can still be in YouTube at the same time. So I couldn't do that last year with my DJI Osmo, but I can do it with this one. So what that will allow me to do is once I set up the camera, I got to find a good spot to do it. I might try to go up to the second floor and just put the camera on the second floor and just have it follow me around. But I don't want to put it up that far. So I'm going to try to put it on a table somewhere close where you can see the whole room. And then I can just walk around. The camera will follow me. And I got my lapel mics. So we'll be able to, hear what's going on and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to make it work a little bit. So I tried to do that last year, but that's what I was going to say. If I'm streaming on the phone, and I figured this out when I streamed a couple days ago when I was at the golf range. If I'm streaming on the phone, I can't answer the chat because the way the interface is with the phone, you got to go to another screen to see the chat, and I'm not going to be able to see the chat. I'll be able to see a couple messages, but because I'm gonna be moving around, I'm probably not gonna be able to answer the chat. But in any case, I hope people still, put their comments and stuff in the chat. I'm sure you'll see a lot of people that you recognize. Tank was telling me, Hollis Thomas was telling me tonight, Chris T. Jones is flying in town. So you never know who shows up. Usually, B Dawk is there, Trot is there. Trot's gonna be there because he's gonna watch his son. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, man. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So, and with that, let's get into what we are looking for tomorrow. And we'll keep it simple. We'll keep it simple. Let's go. All right, just what are we looking for? What are we looking for tomorrow? What are we looking for tomorrow in the chat? Tell me, give me one player that you are looking forward to seeing tomorrow. Matter of fact, you got to do that. Let me get this started early. I'm gonna put the link up. If anybody want to come on, you can come on, man. Come on the mic and do that, man. We'll drop the link. I see Ringo. Okay. Keely Ringo is my number one. Keely Ringo is my number one. Followed closely by Jahad Campbell. Looking forward to seeing Jahad. I'll be curious to see if he remembers me. Because I don't go nowhere, Carlos. I'll get you on in a sec. To see if he remembers me, because I know he saw me when he was with GT. He was the GT Stallions, but I did not coach him. He was on the Unlimiteds, but he played with my nephew. He played it with my nephew at Timber Creek. So Keely Ringo is my number one. Jahad Campbell is my number two. And I want to see more. I don't know how much Moro Jomo is going to play, though. I don't know how much he's going to play because he's a starter now. So do it. Yeah. And I want to see Tanner McKee. Tanner McKee's going to get some. AJ Dillon. I want to definitely see the running backs, obviously. So it should be fun. And also, the Bengals said that Joe Cool might be playing a couple series. So it'll be fun to watch Joe Cool, slip the ball around. Sidney Brown is a definite. Definitely want to see Sidney Brown. Listen, I told y'all. Shipley will probably play unless he hurt or something. I tell y'all before, Sid Brown wasn't just going to give up his spot. Sid Brown was not going to do that. And he's having a good camp. And like y'all forget Sid was balling before he hurt his knee. Sid was getting it in. So I didn't think, and I like Andrew Makuba. Don't get it twisted. I like the young fella. But you got to come and fight for yours. And Sidney Brown obviously has the advantage because this is his third year. He knows how the sausage is made. He's comfortable with the system. He knows what's expected of him from Vic Fangio. And that, to me, that's the biggest thing. So what's up, Carlos?
What up, Coach?
Nothing much, man. Getting excited for this game tomorrow, man. Happy to see some football.
You ain't lying. But listen, before we get into that, I'm gonna change the subject real quick. I'm watching the Valkyries and the Aces, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know who number one is on the Aces, but the girl on the Valkyrie just did a move and made her look like she was sliding to second base. that was just ugly. I'm glad you didn't put me on before that happened because I was like, Jesus Christ. That was ugly. But who I'm looking forward to seeing tomorrow, I definitely want to see Ty. See how he do.
Ty Hamilton. Yeah.
I definitely want to see Jahad. I'm very surprised that he's actually gonna play.
Yeah, I was too. We was talking about that tonight. I was talking with Ike about that, and he was like, "They're gonna let him loose." Because I thought the same thing. I thought they might have him on a pitch count or something like that. But apparently
they say it's true. They say it's true about what they say when it comes to your body. You treat your body right, it returns it back to you. So
yeah,
you know what I mean. So these kids are young. They healing fast is not even a surprise. But this kind of surprise because they had that little surgery and they were talking about his shoulder injury was like it wasn't bad, but it was going to take longer than supposed to. But
right,
man, you never know. Right. And I've been saying this all since Becton left. I want to know who's going to be our right guard. That's the one I'm really looking at is who's going to be the right guard for this team.
You know what? Tyler Steen has been in there, and I haven't been hearing his name a lot, if at all. And as far as offensive linemen go, that's a good thing because you only talk about offensive linemen if they holding or if they gave up a sack.
That's a good thing at any job when it comes to your boss. If your boss don't know you, that means you doing your job. You ain't got anybody calling your name or nothing. Trust me, I'm invisible at my job.
Yeah, man. I think Steen is good. I think he's solid, man. I think he's been around the boys and been around Jeff Stoutland long enough. I think it's time to drive the car, man.
Yeah, and on top of that, Ringo definitely got some pressure on his heels now.
Because he do, but I got faith in Keely Ringo, man. I think he gonna
like Ringo. Good. I'm not looking forward to him. Like I'm not rooting for him to lose his job, but I see the kid beating him out. I think the kid is going to show some stuff for this defense because he fits Vic Fangio's scheme perfectly.
Which kid you talking about?
The one we traded for.
Adoree Jackson?
The kid Bennett from the Raiders.
Jacorian Bennett. Yeah.
Yes. I think after some while, I think Ringo's gonna feel that pressure. And honestly, I just don't think that he's a starting cornerback. I think he's a special teams guy, in my opinion. He could probably play safety.
I think I agree with that. I think his size and his speed,
Yeah.
I think he would be a better safety, but he's not.
Yeah,
So,
unfortunately, yeah. He's just one of those guys that's like stuck in between. That's just
Yeah.
that many people in football have come through. You probably had teammates like that, or guys that's like they couldn't fit a certain position. They were like either too fast for this position, or they weren't fast enough for this position, or big enough for this position. So you got to kind of put somebody somewhere. You know what I mean? And he
I
actually was
mean,
one of the best special teams guys last year too. I think he was a Pro Bowler.
yeah, but I mean, just for context, I played with Wes Hopkins. Wes Hopkins was like 6'3",
Mm-hmm.
and then I also played with Mark McMillan, who was like
Like
5'8".
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I remember Bart.
yeah, man, it's not, man. It's all about what you do when you get on that field. If you know what you're supposed to do and know where you're supposed to be, that'll take care of everything. So
Yeah,
he'll get a
him, though.
shot. He'll get a shot, and they will test him.
Yeah. And listen, it really, at the end of the day, it's really up to what you do, because it's really up to what you do. So either Ringo's going to take this and he's gonna see the kid doing his thing or whatever, and he's gonna be like, "Look, I'm about to show you that you're not taking this spot," or it's just gonna mess this confidence up.
Yeah.
And you can only take it two ways. I mean, I'm saying that because on top of that, I didn't like, even though this wasn't like really anything that was kind of like to take into like real serious consideration, but it's something that you just think about a little bit. Did you
Right.
see the video of him and Cooper DeJean working out?
Who?
Him
Kelly
and Cooper
Ringo?
DeJean? Yeah, they were doing like Cooper was acting like a wide receiver, just going like in slow motion or like medium speed, like
Yeah.
fast walking,
I know
doing
what you're talking
little
about.
things. He did a couple little moves, and he had Kelly Ringo like lost. I'm like, come on, Kelly, you can't like this. They were real slow. Like, I don't know how you got caught on these
Yeah,
little.
but that's why I'm so excited for tomorrow, man. You can see stuff
Yeah.
at game speed.
Mhm. Yeah,
You want to
that's
see
true.
it at game speed, man. So
Yeah, because I don't really listen to like all the reports like that. I kind of take them like a grain of salt. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, the good thing is all the reports are done, because
that's
now you're
true.
going to be reporting on what happens in the game, which affects what happens in practice and in the rest of training camp. So it's going to be tit for tat. But the news that's coming out will be a little bit more filtered, because now you got a game to back it up.
Yeah, they
So,
could definitely go off for Gabe time.
yeah.
But and this on top of this is you got to figure out what type of depth we have, because
Yeah,
you can see how
absolutely.
important it is, because you've seen that. Did you see the Chargers game?
Yeah.
Like it looked like they was playing AAU players.
Yep.
Like, so,
With a
and you're
bunch of
starting
rooks.
off with your second stringers.
Yeah, a bunch of rooks. But that's how they do it. It happens every
Yeah.
year. We might look exactly like that.
Right.
Because they're testing the young players to see who's got what.
Mhm.
This first week, this first preseason game, it's a lot of these kids that's gonna get that knock at the door. And like, hey man, come on down and bring your playbook. So it happens with every year on every team. So
At this time of year, like as a player, like you know, and having the mentality and prepping for preseason games, is it more about just like when it's like the coaching staff and everybody, it's just more about evaluating certain players as opposed to wins and losses? Or I mean,
yes,
obviously you guys care about wins, but it's like if you lose, it's like it is what it is. I just want to see if I
yeah.
did my job. You know what I mean?
You trying to put in work.
Yeah.
You trying to see if the quarterbacks can pick up the play call without screwing it up. Are the wide receivers shifting and going in motion at the right times? What's their pace? Is the timing right? Running backs, you got your depth. Are you reading your key blocks? Did you hit the hole too quick? Things like that, man. So Tanner McKee, are you getting deep enough on your 5 steps and your 7 steps?
Yeah. Patulo. I want
Yeah.
to see how Patulo does tomorrow as well.
Yeah, but it's hard with him. It's hard because the preseason games are notoriously generic.
Vanilla. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just want to see.
they're
I
gonna
just
send him
want to
to
see
him.
where his because you can still see, even though it's vanilla, you can see where his generational awareness is,
Yeah,
situational awareness is sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see what decisions he make on 3rd and 5 or
right.
2nd and 3 and shit. I just want to see certain plays where he's, you know what I mean? They're gonna show a little something, but I already know it's vanilla. At
Yeah,
this point, we just be so so thirsty for football. You know what I mean? We didn't
right,
care. Everybody was watching the Chargers Detroit game. Shit.
right. You just want to see that, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Patullo will be fine though.
I
Patullo's
think
been
he will.
around too long.
Yeah.
He's been around too long. So I think he'll be fine. I think um, Jalen has a mastery of the offense now. Um, so you shouldn't have any questions, man. I just
And
want
on top of that, I don't look at it like obviously the position wise he's an offensive coordinator, but I feel like he's had a relationship with Jalen since the beginning,
right,
so they know each other. So it's you know what I
right.
mean. By this time, he already knows Jalen's tendencies because he's seen every level of Jalen
Seen
up to
every
this
every
point.
level of
So
them. So
yeah, yeah. So
it shouldn't
and he's
be.
in the room all the time too. So it's not like he don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the
Maybe he should have
communication
been
will be
hired
there.
before that. So
The
who knows?
communication will be there. I'm not even worried about that. So
Yeah, yeah.
um,
It's just that damn what's his name that was the offense coordinator last year? Brian Johnson.
Brown Johnson,
Oh my
was that
goodness,
last year?
man. Yeah, 23. Well, I mean 23. I'm sorry. Last year
Yeah,
was Kellen Moore.
I do that sometimes
Man,
too.
man, that's why it kills me when it comes to like this. When they talk about Jalen Hurts, it's like they always seem to skip over 23. They forget that man had a knee injury all year. Vanilla offense. Like it's a lot of stuff. I mean, even though
There's
they go
more that they want
by
to
year,
report.
they're always gonna hate on him for some reason. And it has more to do with us than him himself, to be honest with you, in my opinion. They hate us
I
that
wouldn't
much.
argue with that.
I
I
always
wouldn't
tell
even
people, I
argue
say,
with that, man.
I like you can't hate Jalen. Like Jalen's that person that you can really like. Like
They be
he's not
reaching
a
for stuff to talk about. So
oh dude, they is so reaching. This Gilly thing with Johnny Manziel is getting out of hand. It's like Johnny
man,
Manziel came out of the blue.
they need to stop talking. They need to stop talking. Trying to stay relevant.
Did you see that last video Gilly did on Johnny Manziel when he responded?
Is that the one where he put like the fake cocaine on his nose and all that shit? Yeah, that's too much. That's too
Yeah,
much.
it is.
It shouldn't have got that far.
It's
Let me
just,
just
but
say.
Gilly kills me, man. He's so hilarious. He talk about Cam is big sensitive.
But we're gonna find out tomorrow, man. They
Yeah.
put their hand in the dirt, and it's time to get cracking.
So I saw you up there in the video earlier with Ike, which y'all get together before the game,
Yeah, they
the
do that every
alumni and
year
stuff.
before the alumni game. We always meet up at like Chicky and Pizza somewhere. Last year it was the Chicky and Pizza in Mount Laurel in New Jersey, and
Okay.
then this year, because I mean Pete, the guy that owns Chicky and Pete's,
Hmm.
I mean we could probably walk in there and eat for free. Like
Hmm.
he been rocking with the Eagles forever.
Oh
So
yeah,
so
yeah.
we had to meet up there in South Philly tonight. Um,
Oh yeah, I
and
was a South
it was
Philly guy.
fun, man. We
Okay.
just chomping on wings and just chopping it up and catching up, man. So it's
A lot
fun.
of the guys were there.
I think we only had like maybe 15 people. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a
Maybe
lot.
some
So,
maybe some of the other guys arrive tomorrow. Maybe some more arrive tomorrow.
well, like I was saying earlier, Tank was telling everybody that Chris T. Jones is coming in, and like last year, we had a lot of people show up the day of the game.
Mm.
So sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you get a lot of people. Sometimes you don't. But I have fun either way. So I'm good, man. Put me in that FanDuel room, and I ain't got to move. That's like a big nightclub with 3 levels of food, free drinks, um, everything you want, and you
Every-
can. It's nice.
Everything tastes better when it's free, coach.
Free 99. Yes,
He like,
sir.
damn, what did y'all put in this chicken tonight? This
Sure.
you put
Man,
some extra seasoning
they got a
in?
live sushi bar. They got somebody cutting up a brisket or something. Like they don't mess around.
Oh man, I know.
They
Yeah,
don't mess
they
around.
treat,
So
they treat y'all well. Jeffrey Lurie treats y'all good.
man, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to. I've been asking questions. I'm trying to see if I can If there's a way we can come to more games, but be in the FanDuel lounge. Don't necessarily go in the stadium. Go stay in the lounge
Yeah, the lounge.
because they got all
Interact
the
with the fans and stuff.
well, no, they got all of the TVs in there.
It's the heck with it outside. The heck with the elements.
Man,
I'm gonna watch this
I'm
thing right
telling
here,
you,
right now,
you
chilling.
ain't got to deal with a lot of the nonsense you get with the crowds and stuff like that. You just
And
chill
it's
out.
crazy. It's crazy, coach, because you're a sports person. Your family watch sports. You've been to sports events since you was a kid, like I have. At first, I didn't understand. When I was a kid, I was like, why do these people have radios?
Yeah,
There's people I used to see sitting in the crowd. I used to go to a lot of Phillies games at the vet. And I used to see people like, why are people with the radios in there? And I realized they're listening to the actual
listening to
game
Merrill.
because you don't hear nobody
Nope.
at the game. You're just hearing the HUD. You're just hearing everybody in the crowd talking, and you don't hear none of the announcers.
No.
You're the
Sometimes
PA
I do that
announcer.
with the games now. I'll turn on if I can find a streaming channel. The streaming channels can be problematic because a lot of times, just like when you're watching stream games, even though they're live, you
Mhm.
might, I check the ESPN website and it says 3 minutes left. I check on the computer monitor and it might tell me 3:30. So there's a big discrepancy of how much time you take.
Yeah, like I have a more of appreciation. Like I used to like my uncle. One of his best friends is a scout for the Houston Astros, right? So every time, well, the times that the Astros would come up to Philly, he would come into Philly. He's from Philly, but he moved down to Florida. So he would come into Philly, and every time he know, yo, you're gonna come watch the baseball games with me. So we'll catch a Astros game, and his friend will send us to go see a minor league team to see a couple players that they're scouting.
Right.
So I went to a few minor league games, and I always wonder. I said, "Damn, I wonder if any of these players became or are big stars right now, or whatever." So we watched the Houston Astros. And I have, like I said, I have a more appreciation of the game now because, the older you get, it's like you realize that when you go to a baseball game, it's more about the interaction with the people. It's
Right.
more about the family. It's more about like whoever you with, you know what I'm saying? And then you kind of like let the game breathe for a little bit, whatever. But man, I'm ready for this game tomorrow, man. I know you're gonna
Yeah.
have your Bengals shirt under your Eagles jersey. You
Nah,
already know, coach.
nah,
You good.
nah. I rock the green and white. We get new polos tomorrow. We get the white ones with the alumni logo. Um, I'm going to try to stream tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes, man. But
Like
I'm
you did
looking
at the
forward to.
parade.
I will definitely be getting some footage of the because we can be out there when they warming up. So um, hopefully I'll get a chance to get up close with Joe Burrow just to say what's up with him.
Joe
So,
Burrow.
but Joe, cool man. So we'll see what happens. Either way, I'm looking forward to it, man, and ready to have some fun. So let's get this
Heck
party
yeah.
started.
Heck yeah. What you know what else I want to see too? I want to see the third string that we picked up too. I want to see what he
Lot-
does in this offense. The brother that I think we picked up from the Browns, we picked up from a trade or something like that.
At what position?
Quarterback. We got two. We got another black quarterback, coach.
DTR?
I think so. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's his
yeah.
name. I want to see what he
Yeah.
does in this offense too.
He's a smart one because he's bounced around. Um, he's like a journeyman now. He's like the career backup, but he knows his role, and he's been doing it long enough. He can pretty much figure out everything.
Honestly, coach, if let's say Tanner don't work out, which he looks like he's going to be a solid quarterback.
Tanner will work out
I'm just
unless
saying,
he
if
get hurt.
for hypothetical reasons, if let's say they made a trade, right, and they say they want to trade for a different backup, would
It's
you have a
possible.
problem if they traded for a Tyrod Taylor or a Teddy Bridgewater?
Yes, because we need somebody. Um, we all know what it is with Jalen Hurts, how he's going to play,
Hmm.
what it's going to take to do. If you're going to bring in somebody else that's going to give you a different play style because that keeps the defense on their toes. So you don't want to
Okay.
have as great as Jalen is. You don't want to have somebody that comes in and plays exactly like Jalen Hurts. Well, then you don't have no advantage. So you
Okay.
need that. You need that second tennis match to to figure out where he's going, what they're gonna do, and how did you get to a situation where you playing like this all the time, and you got to watch who's ahead of you, who's on the line of scrimmage with you. But I think Tanner McKee is ready. I think DTR is ready. DTR has never been in a situation where he didn't perform. So there's something to be said for him being here for a minute and being, going into those meetings and all of that type of stuff. So, and plus, ain't nobody really talked about him. So no news is good news.
That's true. Hey, who's this wide receiver that they keep talking about in camp?
Elijah Cooks.
He's been burning some people.
Yeah, he's hungry. He's hungry.
Definitely got to see Aeneas tomorrow too. See what he do.
He's been outplaying Aeneas. He is this Elijah Cooks kid, 6'4", 215, can jump out the gym, very athletic. So he's trying to win the spot, and it looks like he's got the right attitude to win it, to take it.
That's a good contrast because they tried to do that with what's his name last year too. He might not work out either. The wide receiver, was it Wilson?
Yes,
Wilson,
the big tall kid, the 6'7" kid or whatever. Yeah.
So I mean, never know. There's always somebody that comes out of one of these camps from each team that just comes out of nowhere
every time.
You know what I mean? So there's always that one undrafted guy. There's always that late draft guy that just, you know what I mean? Look, Morris Jomo, late round draft pick, played well.
You're gonna see a lot of people, man. You're gonna have to have your roster on tap because it's gonna be a ton of substitutions. The amount of starters that are gonna play. I know Cincinnati's planning on playing Joe Burrow for a couple of series, but so that's good for our defense because they'll really get tested. They'll really get tested. Joe Burrow going. If Joe Burrow plays 2 series, I'll be happy.
So that's crazy because they usually don't play until the last one.
Yeah, but they got a new coach, so he's trying to set a tone.
Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if like all the new coaches and teams do that, like the Jets and Pittsburgh.
They try to
the quarterbacks want, start get them comfortable in the playbook,
right?
Whatever little stuff they got, you know what I'm saying, just to get their feet wet. Not too crazy.
You want to see which rookies get out there and stop thinking, because when you think, it takes away from your performance. You slow yourself up when you're thinking about what's coming. So
study long, study wrong.
Just read and react.
Yeah,
read and react.
That's all you gotta do. There's definitely gonna be some guys that's gonna be like, well, you ain't making the team after this game.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a few of those guys like, no, you ain't got it. I mean, I'm glad you tried out, but
also don't think that Howie still ain't on the phone. Don't think that
man.
at all.
Listen, I think Howie's at the point where it's like muscle memory. I think he'd be in the middle of him sleeping, and he'll act like he's picking up the phone and make a deal in the middle of his sleep. Like he makes deals in the middle of his sleep, coach. Like he wakes his wife up. Talking about what? Like, I just made a trade today, honey.
Well, they can think whatever they want to think. They ain't got to answer the phone, but every time he does, he does. Give him his props.
It don't matter what they try to do. They even tried to screw him up a little bit during the draft. Still got the player he wanted.
Right.
Actually, probably got a few players he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because we really don't know, coach. We can go off of all the assessments and all the guesses we want and say, oh, they should take this player because of a need. Might be a totally different player that they're looking at.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that they was going to pick Jahad Campbell. I really didn't know who they were going for. But
I didn't think they was going to get Jahad either.
I didn't even think of Jahad Campbell. I wasn't even thinking about Jahad. I said I would love Jahad because I heard a few reports. But it's like, damn, they might have to trade up to get him.
I thought they were going to try that guy. What's the kid that came out of Boston College?
Who's the defensive end? Was he on the defensive end?
Yes.
Defensive end, right?
Ezraku.
Was it Ezraku?
I might be saying it wrong, but that's the guy I'm thinking of.
Oh, I think that's the kid that the Cowboys got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ezraku or whatever. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. But man, it's gonna be kind of tough, man, because that's another crazy thing when you have a lot of guys that have talent. It's gonna be hard to make them cuts certain
Hey,
players. But
man, that's the gig.
yeah, that's the.
That's the
I mean, there's
gig.
always gonna be some guys that's gonna be cut from teams and they're gonna make it on other teams and do well. Like it
Yeah,
again, that happens. So
all the time, every
uh,
year.
yeah, so
So
and they know it too. They know it's like, look, unfortunately, because of depth issues or this, it's just a numbers game. We can't
yeah,
we can't keep you. So
yeah. Like it's the whole situation. I always use this as the easy example. The whole situation with Zach Bond in New Orleans. Zach Bond did not get a lot of snaps at linebacker. He was a special teams guy and a good one.
mhm.
And then when he finally got his shot, he made him pay. He
Yeah,
made him pay big time.
yeah, yeah. But what was I gonna ask you? I don't know what the heck I was just gonna ask you. Damn, I forgot my question.
That's all right. They'll be ready to rock and roll though.
Yeah,
I just
definitely.
want to see. This is a game where you just really, really concentrate on what the players are doing. They're not scheming anything. Everything is vanilla defenses, basic offenses, some motion. Um, they're going to see a lot of Quadzilla because I sincerely doubt that Saquon is going to be playing.
No,
Um,
hey, I don't see none of the like major starters playing. Maybe a couple positions
nah,
here and there, but
you'll see Trot Jr. You'll see the whole linebacker core.
yeah,
You'll see
yeah.
everybody in the secondary. Um,
Definitely got to see that the cornerbacks and the safety, see how that works out.
yeah.
Um, there's definitely some important positions that definitely like I'm keeping an eye on. Like I said, safety, cornerback, right guard. Uh,
But even if they pull a trigger on somebody, it'll be based on what they see in the preseason, for sure.
right, right. That's why I said that's what we both said. This is very important for a lot of
Yeah.
players going into the next season because there's a lot of players that need to a few players that need to step up, and there's
Yep.
some openings there that need to be for the taking. So I mean,
Yeah.
again, either you're gonna break it or you ain't gonna make it. That's how it is. So, but
So,
anyway, coach, I gotta get to bed, man. I'm about to gotta get
all
up
right, brother.
early, man. Definitely always a pleasure talking to you.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Definitely go Birds, baby.
Go Birds. So yeah, we got somebody bringing up Namdi Asamoah. Um temper the expectations, but keep your expectations high. Some of the young players are gonna make some mistakes. Um, I'm looking for Keely Ringo to be a little bit overzealous, and hopefully somebody can reel him in so he doesn't turn out to be um, Derek Barnett. But that's a reach. But it's all about seeing what you got, seeing how well everybody operates in game situations. It's nothing in the world like going game speed, man. Nothing. So yeah, man, that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm keeping it short because I got to go to bed. I got to get up early. So because I got to be at the stadium at 4:30 in the afternoon. So and I don't get off. My job don't let me out until 5. But I've been coming in early all week, so I can negate that. So I'm good to go, and we're gonna be ready to rock and roll going down there. So I'm looking forward to it. But like I said, before I get up out of here, make sure y'all press that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And remember, I will be live streaming from the FanDuel area. Where do y'all see this restaurant down there, man? This FanDuel place. This is ridiculous. Let me see. I'm trying to decide if I want to set up right when I get there because we he sent us an itinerary. We go on. This is not it. They sent us an itinerary with everything on it. I'm coming out at halftime, and then we'll have the option to stay in the stands or come back to the room and get our stuff together and go home. So it depends on what kind of content I get, but I am going to set up my camera and just be kind of walking around the FanDuel area and get some stuff. But yeah, look, waiting to see that dude. Who's gonna be that dude now that he leaving? So, but all right, I'm gonna get up out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow for our first preseason game. And I'm gonna have some content for you. Hopefully, I can get some stuff on the field, but we shall see. But all right, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all have a good night. Go Birds.